Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Midwest Winston Cup Series presented by Excellipath. Here we are tonight at the Intimidator 180 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Hey, this is season one. This is this playoffs time that we've all been waiting for, and here we are at the round of 12, and so now we're ready to get things rocking here tonight. And I also have JD Green in the booth with me this evening. How you doing there, JD?
Good. How are you, Tony?
Oh, just great, man. And the guys, they just started qualifying, and so we're going to get ready to head down to the track in a minute. But, man, it's a beautiful night here in Charlotte. 78 degrees air temperature, winds 2 miles an hour. Track temperature 78 degrees. That sounds like pretty good weather for racing, don't you think?
You know, it is great weather right now in Charlotte, but I just got breaking news over the radio that the crews did not do well getting the setups right on these cars. So we're going to actually have to restart and get the correct setups on these cars so they're not revving out in the corners. Multiple people were crashing and qualifying. Someone noticed that the setup was set for Richmond and not Charlotte. So blooper number 1 today.
Wow, okay. And here's some of the guys out on track. That was Lee Tucker. He had just finished his run. Looks like he's 4th fastest at the moment. And they may actually be winding up qualifying. Let's see how much time is left on the countdown clock here. Looks like they're at 3 minutes and 50 seconds of a 5-minute session. But I don't see anybody else on track at the moment. And so, yeah, that might everybody may have already qualified that's going to qualify, because sometimes, you know, the guys don't always go in there and qualify. Some guys just want to start at the back. So, yeah, we'll while we're waiting for them to take the field, let's go ahead and look at the standings at this moment. And, of course, you know, Kyle McCoy, he's got the 1,100 points there. Nate Lynch is in second. Riley Davenport. Boy, there's now he's having some computer problems, and poor Riley, he just can't get in here for round 1, and that is not good, because you see how close Dylan Glass is right behind him. That is going to hurt him immensely, and he's followed by Derek Offerman, Max Ward, Patrick Hasty, and Trey Jackson. Right now, he would be the guy on the bubble, while we have these 2 rounds of 12 races here, and Christopher Wade is just on the outside looking in. But he also has Mike Lynch, Brian Chu, and Brian Lynch to contend with to try to get into that top 8.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a close battle to make sure you pass round 1 cutoff. But it's going to be interesting to see, you know, the cars getting back out onto the track. And the reason why you didn't see too many cars qualify is that they're actually canceling this session and then going to have to restart up another one so they can get the right setups on their cars.
Oh, really? So so you were literally so they're actually going to move to another server.
Yep, that was breaking news, Tony.
Wow.
I got your back on that one.
Okay, I sure appreciate it. And what we're going to do is we're gonna continue to stream live here, but we're gonna try to see if tell you what, JD, let me know when the new server is up, and we will switch over to that one. But in the meantime, go ahead and we'll take a little quick commercial break here while we get things set up. And you're watching the Midwest Winston Cup Series presented by Excellipath.
Yeah, I can. I was just actually messaging you. So, I mean, obviously we're going to treat this like a rain delay. Possibly. Okay, from the new interface, you're going to click the Winston Midwest Cup.
We are back at North
under
Wilkesboro,
leagues.
North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on
Do
this
you have it under your league?
625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes
Do you have the Midwest Winston Cup under your leagues or not? Okay, click that.
On the outside, the green flag flies, and the first Union 400
Click Sessions up at the top right.
is underway.
View session, and then it should say through it. I believe so. Yeah, you can do it now. Nope, that's what you gotta drop click there's a little arrow to the right of the register, and it should say watch.
Yep. Just heard from our spotters that Neil
Yep, and then it will load up. You just click top right, join race, whenever it's done. Just because this is virtual doesn't mean we can't have a rain delay.
Last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 in North Wilkesboro.
All right, so there's actually going to be a 5-minute practice just because they couldn't skip the practice, so they downed it to 5 minutes, and then they're going to be qualifying. So we'll give these guys a little bit more feel of the track again, because obviously you know, Tony, by racing, whenever you have a car set up to a certain track, you design that car to race exactly how you want it to on that track. Now, you can't take a car that just raced Darlington and raced Dover. It's going to be two different cars there. You got to have a completely customizable design for each one of these tracks, and it takes all 7 days to practice and get those fine tunes fixed out for these racers. I'm sorry, Tony. I've been trying to listen to the radio. Go ahead. Uh, yes. Yeah, so I have the session up here, and it looks like Brian Chu just qualified at a. It looks like it actually skipped practice, so we have about 3 minutes until we're about to go racing. But Brian Chu qualified in pole position so far with a 30-second .23 lap, followed by Patrick Hasty, 30-second .234. So, what is that? 4 thousandths of a second, I believe it is. That he's following, and then Christopher Wade just was able to take the pole position from Brian Chu, less than 2 thousandths of a second. Well, I think we'll live with that little mishap today, just because of everything that's going on. But it's definitely going to be interesting. We got, you know, I think we got 20 plus cars over here at Charlotte right now, and they're ready to go. And guess who made it? Not even a second late, but Cal McCoy just got into the lobby and posted the pole position. So Cal McCoy might have the little, you know, the bug on his side on this one. Yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and you have to have that specifically up. Well, just get that little chipmunk a rolling and tell him to boot up your computer a little bit faster, huh? And it looks like they're about to grid. They're Yep, they're about to grid up here. And Tony, if you could you just confirm what driver you're on so I know we're synced up together? All right. It's just got to probably refresh and load.
Green flag. I think we're under precaution here.
Yeah, I just got radio comms that the 16 tried to dodge the 67 Travis Giacovacci, but he was just too loose and turned them. So they're laughing about it now over the radio. No hard feelings. They're gonna get a slice of pizza later together. Yeah, Offerman definitely had a great start there. You know, they were bumper to bumper to bumper. It looked like the 2 position and 4 position ended up getting into each other for a little bit, but you know, it's always a good start whenever you see 5 car lengths behind you in the second place car. Yeah, this 10 minutes that they gave the drivers to get in here might be a suggestion to the league to say, hey, let's start this 10 minutes later. Look at the full field that we have of 20 cars. Yeah, Charlotte's definitely a tough track, though. I mean, it looks like it's going to be wide open, but once you start racing, you're going to get tight. You're going to get loose. The first couple, laps around this track, you definitely got to take it easy getting out to the corners, because if you even touch that outside wall, it's going to slingshot you across the track and into the inside wall, and just might as well just call your race call your race done there. But it's 1.5 miles. With a, let's see here, with the banking in the corners about 24 degrees, and banking's on the straight about 5 degrees. So it's definitely going to be a fun race. The front stretch is almost 2,000 feet long. It's going to have a tremendous amount of passing room for these cars to get around each other, and a back stretch about 1,500 feet long. You know, I got a little bit of news about Nick Holland. He said the iRacing beta new app is, not working for him correctly. So, unfortunately, we won't have him tonight. But, you know, he, he was. But I think what it was doing is it was tossing him back into the other server. But who knows? It's all technical. Uh, Hopefully, he's able to keep his head high and get ready for next week.
Green flag, green flag.
Wow, what an aggressive move from the 20 car. He knew that he had to dive below or in front of the 9, because if not, the 9 was just going to follow his footsteps that the number 7 car created. So the 20 car ended up holding the second position and trying to make a move on the 7 car now. That's exactly what happened last lap. The 53 was able to capitalize though because 20 did not have enough room to go down on the low side to block that 53 from getting that spot from him. Tony, jump to the 17 car. I believe there was a crash in the back of the field. The 17 position, I'm sorry. Yep. Oh, yeah, his nose is all beat up. There's something wrong with that. Oh. It did not bring out a caution because I think it was just 2 cars involved that no other cars were, you know, in the area of. But good thing that they had their fast repairs. Yeah, tonight they get 1 fast repair. So here you can see Travis Giacovacci in 5th lane now, 1 lap down. He's going to use his fast repair and try to make up some time. You know, it depends. Sometimes it does pop up if it's not as bad, and it's just, you know, flickering in front of you. I've had the hood come up completely and block my my view, but usually if it's bad enough, it'll just fly right off. And, yep, 2nd lap down. That is correct. You know, Giacovacci hasn't had a good strain of, you know, a couple weeks here. It's been about 3 or 4 weeks that he's had nothing but bad luck there. As you see the 6 car go by, I believe that was Sidlow. Yeah, but here's the thing, Tony. You got to realize that, you know, even though McCoy isn't leading this race now, maybe it's just having Hasty and all these guys trying to keep up with his pace play right into his playbook. You know, you got to save tire here. You can't just burn them and turn them. You got to actually conserve, manage, and then dominate the end of the race. Yeah, I mean, you know, it all depends too because everybody has their favorite tracks in their hometowns that they like to race on. But if you definitely, you know, you got to be conservative at the same time as aggressive. You can't be running side by side multiple laps in a row, or you know you're not going to be able to save those tires. you know, even though Chris Wade, you know what, is he in the playoffs there, Tony? I'm not 100% sure. Let me look at the standings here. Yeah, Christopher Wade is actually ninth in a playoff case. Yeah, so you know, yep, and McCoy, if you can change that too. But you know, so this is race 1 of round cutoff number 1. So there's actually 2 races. This would be the first one of the chase standings. So after the second race, 4 positions will be cut off, and Christopher Wade is actually sitting on a bubble. He needs to go up 1 more position and take the 8 standing away from Trey Jackson, which is only 5 points difference from Christopher Wade. So this is a very important race to kick off, you know, race 1 of 2 to make sure you're not cut off on that round. Yeah, Chris Wade is sitting 9th position, 5 points off of, let me look here for you, Tony. 5 points off of Trey Jackson. No, I was just about to say that, Tony. It's going to be interesting now that you actually have lap cars coming into play. You know, you're going to have to either go low or high, and hopefully they move over for you. But at the end of the day, wonder if they have a teammate that's running in the chase as well. So it's going to make an interesting little turn of events for us. Here's a fun fact for you. Nate Lynch started in 18th position and now is in 8th position. He was able to gain 10 positions in 24 laps. He's moving. Yeah, I actually like to call Nate Lightning because he's just as quick as Lightning. And you just seen a 45 get loose into the wall there, and he was able to recover really well. You know, one thing I noticed, Tony, whenever I was practicing, that after the race goes on, that in 1 and 2, the second line will actually get a little bit faster than the very bottom. And I'm wondering if anybody's going to capitalize on that second line. As you can see, the 29 not hugging clear at the bottom. That looks like he found his groove. Let's see if he's going to be able to make up some spots. Douglas Hooper. Yeah, most definitely. The Energizer Bunny. You know, if that's a sponsor that he should be, that's what he should, he should get. Or maybe it's just all that Jim Beam. Yeah, it happens more time than not, and like you said, he's a great guy, great racer. He doesn't deserve it, but what can you do? Hopefully he gets that connection fixed before he's rounded off there in the playoffs and move on. We got a good battle going on in the 10th position right now. Trey Jackson in the 31. It seems like they're kind of piled up right behind him, and looks like they're going to try to make some moves. As the 24 car is coming underneath, let's see if he makes that move. Oh man. If I was a 32, though, I'd be content with staying behind a 24, if you don't mind. Honestly, I'd rather him disappear than stare at his back end like that. Whew. Distracting. Well, you just seen the 32 go on a high side and almost making that pass. If he was just a little bit lower, that second line is definitely going to be the way to go. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, there's definitely some wrecks going on right now. The 16 car is in a pit lane, and I think he spun out. So that's going to be something that we have to keep our eye on. Or I'm sorry, not the 16 car, the 16th position, the number 31 car, Trey Jackson. So this is an opportunity for Christopher Wade to really make up some points on him. Al McCoy has to be on a cruise control right now because he has so much time, almost, 4.5 seconds, like you said, on a second position car, that he can save tires, save fuel. Let's just, set it on cruise control and don't get too caught up behind those lap cars. You know what? I have not, Tony. I'm trying to keep a ear on radio, but it seems like they're very concentrated and just pedal to the metal at this point. But it will definitely be interesting. It will give everybody their chance to get their laps in if Ward is the only one that pits here. I just got news that there is someone else coming on a pit road. I just don't know who yet. Oh, yep, McCoy's taking in the pit. That's not a bad move. Follow the leader. And, it's almost like the kids' game that we used to play whenever we were little. Just follow the leader. And, Here's something interesting. Nate Lynch is right now leading the race. Gained 17 positions. So the number 6 is actually pitting in. I just heard the radio call out. That's Adam Sidlow. There he goes right now, Tony. That is that is fitting something big and something so tiny right there. Whew, I thought he almost went over that line. 3 just called out on the radio that he's pitting this time by, so everybody's getting to recycle with these laps. But no, I think honestly it was more fuel than tires for most of these guys. But it'll be definitely interesting to see what their strategy is. Yeah, but that's the last thing you want to do is keep up the speed too much, Tony, and end up getting a penalty for speeding in the pits. It looks like someone sideways in a pit right there. I'm not sure what car that was. Let's see if we can. Oh, the 3. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's between the lines and he's off the track. So hey, whatever works. His exit's going to be something else. So let's see. He was able to do it well. He's going to battle. Nope. The 29. Yep. Hooper. Hooper just said, "Don't mind if you do. Go ahead and take that spot." Yeah, so here's an interesting little thing here that Trey Jackson pitted on lap 35 and Hasty pitted on 42. So, Trey Jackson is working on an older set of tires if he did change them at all. And, that might be the downfall to what his move was, pitting a little bit too soon. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Mike Lynch, though. He is in the playoff position, but he's in the 13th spot right now, and he's a lot down. So that's going to be an interesting to keep your eye on, because he's going to be worried about, getting some playoff points, because he's on the bubble. He's in 10th right now in the chase, and if he doesn't get to the top 8 within the second race, he's not in. He's cut. Yep. Yep. Well, here's the thing. Nate Lynch was just 2.5 seconds down from Sidlow for the lucky dog position, and now he has closed a gap within, I believe it was a second and a half. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant Mike Lynch. I'm sorry. Too many brothers, not enough mothers. Yeah, and then, like I said, Mike Lynch he was 2.5 seconds down. Within 3 laps, he got every bit of it back, and he's about to battle for the lucky dog position. And what are you hoping for if you're Mike Lynch? You're hoping for yellow, yellow, yellow. Let's go. And you know, if you're the 6 car right here, you're like, I don't want you to pass me, but I'll give it to you. But it's not going to come easy, fella. Oh, the 6 car into the wall. 6 car. He just went into the wall. Did not bring out a caution, but it definitely probably scared the guys behind him. They probably are cleaning their pants right now. Yep. So the first time was just a quick repair, or a fast repair rather, and then this is Travis's first full pit under the greens. So unfortunately, it's not going to be too good for Travis tonight. But hopefully, hopefully the league maybe considers a competition caution halfway through the race in the near future if the races keep on going green flags. At this point, you might as well just say McCoy has a lead by almost 10.5 seconds. He would be able to pit under a green flag and not lose any positions at this point. Yeah, I might be imagining, but hey, if he keeps on going at the pace he's going, you might as well just call it that. Just flatten his tire for the next race, that's all. Well, you got to worry about the line that you're running and not a line of someone else. So as you see, let's go into let's see, go into the 55 car, Roberts. 60. So go ahead into the front, inside of the cockpit there. All right. So you have this car in front of you, right? You have to get off the gas just a little bit, but this is whenever you got to power through that corner, and he's powering just a little bit late from my feel of, whenever I'm driving the car. and I wouldn't be running on the low side of him. I would be trying to catch that draft of that car in front of me and trying to power, and catch a draft and catch him. And then this is whenever you get real high on that wall and then duck in low. And to me, this is not the preferred line that I like to run. Maybe to him that's good, but to me, I want to be as close as possible to getting that draft. I'd power through this corner, you know, 3/4 of the way in, or I'm sorry, 1/4 of the way in. I would just full throttle it, and on this backstretch, stay right behind that car in front of me. So let's see how close he gets to this wall up here. So he's gaining time. He needs to power through this, and he's just looking like he's hanging it too low. Now, if we go to Cal McCoy, go to the cockpit of Cal McCoy. Cal McCoy's power, you can hear the throttle. He's on it. Now, he might be saving at this point. I don't know. He's really close to that wall. And this is when this 3-4 here is where you make up time. So he's going to start powering through now. And then he's going to get as close to that top wall as possible and shoot underneath and touch that blue line almost. And then do it again. And then take a high turn and duck it into that second row. Not on that blue line, the second row. And there you're able to full throttle power through it and get as close to this wall as again. And he's doing a superb job doing that. Yeah, Yakovachi got to watch though because he is on new tires. And he used his fast repair. So if anybody would wreck in front of him, that's it for his race. Call it a night. Pack it up and get ready for next week. You know what I think, Tony, is you got a really fast leader. That's one. So he breaks up the pack just in itself. And then you got green flag pit stops, which also, 5 miles per hour doesn't seem like a lot, but whenever you're going around the track at, almost 200 miles per hour, it adds up. So that's where you're going to get these guys that have inconsistency whenever it comes to pitting in, that, they're not that close together. So, I hate to say it, but these race fans out there, they kind of like some action. So we're just turning laps right now. I kind of want to see a yellow come out and, fight for a finish. Yeah, most of these cars pitted on lap number 44, 42, so you're about to see some cars coming into pit road within the next 5 to 8 laps, I'm guessing. So that's definitely going to be interesting. Oh, the 32 almost cut the 55. Oh my goodness. 55 in the wall. Yep. No, I yeah, I think there's something with, let's see, Lee Tucker in a pit. Yeah, I have, yeah. So this So this is going to be interesting whenever, you see the 32 pit first. Is he going to have enough to, make it to the end? I don't think so. I mean, maybe, though. You got 20 laps, that'll be 100. Yeah, 40 laps, he might be able to push it. It's going to be interesting, though. Lee Tucker taking a gamble to make it to the end at Charlotte. It is one lap whenever you pit that you're losing completely. So I don't. I don't know if he's going to be able to make up that time or not. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Well, that's the thing is if people aren't pitting now, I think Lee Tucker is not going to make up any time. I think he's cutting it close to even making it at all. Uh, you know, So this is what you got to think too, Tony, is that you got to calculate your fuel mileage. You got to calculate the tires that you burnt on the original pit stop. So some of these guys might say, "Well, shoot, I only burn off 5-10% of my tires on whenever they pit on lap number 44." They're thinking, "Let's just fill it up to the end. Maybe not take any tires and gain some time and positions." Yeah, something just happened that I wasn't able to catch on the radio. They were saying sorry to each other, and it sounded like someone might have just upset their race. So I'm not sure if it was like within the top 5 or 10. You want to look? Yeah, I was going to say take it back. You're going to see most of the rest of the field pitting in here. I hear it on the radio coming in, 6 coming in, 15 coming in. I think that was Offerman, wasn't it? Yep. That's all I'm hoping is, this punches up the field a little bit. We'll see. Safety car out. We got a yellow, the number 4 position. Derek Offerman into the wall. Oh my goodness, the McCoy car is toast right now. Honestly, I don't know what happened there. That's a tough break. Oh, and he just takes out the front of his car. Let's go back and rewind it a little bit more, Tony. Let's watch this again. Oh. Nope, definitely not. And I don't know who this car is behind him. Oh my goodness. You know what I think it was? It was a little bit of both. I think Hooper would have enough room if the 7 car would have just been a little bit more patient, but you started to see the 7 car's wheel spin there as if he was trying to turn it to get back straight. But, one good thing is the 7 car did have the fast repair. He barely uses his fast repair. So this is going to be interesting. If we could go live here, that'd be perfect. Okay.
Hey, Tony, I got you. Yeah, that wasn't the plan for sure. Yeah, it just kind of snapped on me. I wasn't expecting it. It's been a little jittery all night, but that was a little more jittery than I would have liked, and yeah, it just snapped on me. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. We'll see if we can come back from this. I don't know. It's gonna be tough, but should be interesting for sure. Thanks, Tony. Good luck up there.
We have one more lap to go, Tony, or are we about to go green here? Is there any way that we can pull up Offerman to see what his thoughts are about that? He's in Iowa, second position. Derek, do you got a copy? You're in the booth. Yeah, no worries. Yep, and the lights are off on the pace car, so you know we're going green on this next lap. You know, now this is something they keep in mind. Derek Offerman did not pit. He last pitted on lap number 83. Everybody behind him has at least 5 to 10 laps newer tires. So Offerman's on, essentially 10 laps older tires than everybody else in the field, so this is going to be interesting if he can keep it. And we're going green right here, and Offerman has a great jump on the restart. And this is exactly what I asked for. It was like, Santa Claus bringing me exactly what I asked for Christmas, a yellow flag within, 20, 30 laps to go. This is going to be an interesting finish to the race. Well, it all depends on how you're driving the car those 10 laps. If you're driving it hard and going, guns a-blazing, he's going to start dropping like a rock. If he was conservative with those 10 laps, That's whenever you need to tell yourself as a driver, you know, and have your pit crews watching. Am I going to be able to keep pace and how I was driving those previous 10 laps? And if you go back into the 53 car for one moment, let me just see if I can point out to the fans here watching us today about how the car settles in. So you are not feeling the G-forces of the car pulling sideways going around this bend, but you can see that he's not letting that car settle at all. We got a yellow flag out. It looks like the lead tucker.
Do you happen to get a look at your temps when you're on track, right after that caution bell?
Lead tucker, and I'm not sure what exactly happened. Ooh. Yep. And that's what I was just about to point out there, Tony, is they're not letting these cars sit in these corners anymore. So what you're seeing now is drivers over driving the corner, and in iRacing, you know, well, let's put it back in the real world perspective. You know, whenever you're in these cars, let's see if he slows down enough. Oh, that was close. But whenever you're in a car and you're turning left, all right, you're feeling the G forces almost pull you into your seat. In iRacing, you don't feel those G-forces unless if you have some expensive setup. So, you know, obviously they're not feeling that, so you actually got to see the nose of your car switch from right and then roll over left. And then whenever it rolls over left, that nose, then you have the most grip that you can possibly go, and that's whenever you punch gas, because that's whenever you have the most traction with those tires. And that's what I was trying to show you in a cockpit view, but we weren't able to get that before the yellow came out.
Right, 10-4. Let's see, Offerman, he was on pit road. He's off now. Trey Jackson also on pit road.
You know, this kind of opens up the race for our Offerman, though, because now he is on newer tires than the rest of the field that did not pit. So, where the rest of the field, I guarantee it, they were actually pushing hard. Just like I said, it depends on what you do on those 5-10 laps of tires. If you're pushing hard, you're going to wear them out quicker. Now, Offerman is able to get new tires, new set, and probably will end up... he's in 7th position right now, am I correct?
Yes, 7th. And
okay.
Maybe the other guys were just opting to keep that track position, but like you said, it might be just the right combination of laps remaining that he's not going to have to worry about saving anything. You know, he can just go all in here, and let's see what's going to happen. There's a couple more guys coming down now. Scott Black following Mike Lynch also coming in. Several more cars. Adam Sidlow, I guess these are all the guys that are like either a lap or more down. Yakavachi making his way in. Lee Tucker. Jerry Hedrick.
Yeah, it's very surprising. I think, is Brian Lynch going to be the lucky dog to get that position back, that one lap down? That'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, if there's another caution, he will be.
But hey, Tony, I got some fun facts for us tonight here about Charlotte Motor Speedways. Did you know President Washington ate lunch and rested in a house that once served as a Speedway's office? President George Washington himself. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. And then here, this will blow your mind, okay? During a typical race weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedway, fans consume more than 34,000 slices of pizza. Not, 3,000, 34,000 slices of pizza and 9,500 gallons of soda and water. I got even one more for you. 13,500 feet of hot dogs and are eaten over a weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedways.
I don't know why in the world I thought you were going to bring up hot dogs. For some
you,
reason, I thought hot dogs were going to come into the equation somewhere.
those are just numbers that will poof your
I'm
mind.
surprised nachos didn't come in there. What they did.
Well, here, I'll tell you this. 309,000 pounds of ice is used over one weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedways. That is a lot of freezers that you need.
Man. Yep. Lights are out on the pace car, so I hope everybody's got their popcorn or whatever they're going to eat, because this might be it. And these guys know how to restart, and I always want to see it race to the finish, and
You said popcorn. I said hot dogs and pizza. What are you talking about, Tony?
hey, man, that's my that's my old saying. Hey, go get your popcorn, because it's about to get good now.
Well, I can tell you, we are bumper to bumper to bumper, and we got about 15 laps to go. This is going to be an amazing finish.
And for the most part, looks like pretty much all of your playoff contenders are right there, with the exception of Mike Lynch. Everybody is on the lead lap except for him and Brian Lynch. Brian Lynch is one lap down. Both Brian and Mike are one lap down. Justin Jones, one car in the top 10, running fifth there.
Pace car's off, Tony.
Yep.
Let's go racing.
Here we go. Green lights once again. Lap 105 on the restart. Dylan Glass now at the point. I think these guys are going to get kind of racy behind them here. Christopher Wade being passed by Nate Lynch, or trying to get passed by Nate Lynch.
It's playoff season now, Tony. If they're not racy, I don't know what will.
I tell you. And you know what? When did Kyle McCoy get back on the lead lap? I thought he was a lap down. Did he? I don't get that. Oh, who was that? Was that Mike Lynch?
That was a 9 car.
No,
two
two,
car.
yeah, he went in the grass there. No caution. We're still going here. Kyle McCoy, he is now up to 10th position. Dylan Glass still your leader, about 4/10 ahead of Nate Lynch.
I'm telling you, they're not letting these cars sit down at all. It's going to be dicey to the end.
McCoy is trying to, oh, there's Hooper putting a little bit of a squeeze on the 7 car.
29 car, I think. 29 car just got in. Yep.
Yep. Wow. Did he hit anybody? I don't think he hit anybody. We're still green.
I don't think so. I think Travis Giacovacci just, was able to skate that one by.
Right. Wow.
But it definitely opens up the back of the field now. They're a little spread out.
Dylan Glass, he's got about only 3/10 of a second now on who is that? Nate Lynch. McCoy, he is not able to make a lot of ground up here, folks. He's still in 10th position. He's having to battle getting around all these lap cars. He's not going to be able to get up there to even make a run at trying to win this race.
But you know what? Kyle McCoy was so used to that fresh air. Now he has to race for his position. Wonder if the pressure is going to get to him. I don't know.
It's interesting because, I'm big into Formula One, and, they were saying that about the Mercedes cars. They're so used to being out in front, and when they're not running in that clean air. They don't appear to always work that well, running in traffic.
Yeah, most definitely.
Maybe
we're going to Go ahead, Tony.
Nate Lynch trying to close in on the 16 of Dylan Glass.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to race there, and it seems like they're getting closer and closer to each other. I'm not going to be surprised if we don't get 1 or 2 more cautions out.
Off of me. Oh, boy, he tried to go. Nate tried to slam the door shut, and there goes your caution.
Is it going to be a big one, or else going to be collected into this?
Looks like everybody else got by the 3. And he saw the 20 coming, and he tried to slam the door shut, and it didn't work out for the 3 machine.
I think I got to figure out what the Powerball numbers are and tell everybody. I just called that one.
There's Offerman now. He's also back to 9th position. So they're going to be right there next to each other on the restart. Let's go back and look at the replay here. Here they go, going down the backstretch, about to go into turn 3. Offerman, he's about to say, I'm going to make a move on the inside. He's not even really up to the quarter panel yet. He wasn't nowhere close to getting past the 3. I wouldn't say the door was open there. And, and what was that? The 53 got so lucky there, Christopher Wade, not to get collected in that. And hats off to Nate Lynch doing a great job keeping that car up high as the field goes by. Oh, that was close. Scott Black almost caught him there. We'll take
you say about opening the door, closing the door. I think the 20 car was playing it aggressive, and you know what? That's just racing.
Yeah.
Sometimes that stuff happens, and you just got to shrug it off and keep on moving. They're racing for a playoff. We're not racing for just, first or second place here. We're racing for the life of the rest of the season here. So, do you blame them? Not really. Is it sad to see? It's racing though.
Both Offerman and Lynch now use their faster pairs, so this is it. Lap 112 of 120. And after all of that, Kyle McCoy has only gained 2 positions. I guess probably because the 2 of them had that wreck there and up to the 8th spot. But at least now he's up amongst the lead cars and not battling lap traffic. So let's see what the 7 can do from this point.
Well, here's an interesting thing, Tony. Dylan Glass and Christopher Wade pitted on lap 89 and 91. Joseph Ward in 3rd position in the 59 car pitted on 101. So he has, 10 laps of fresher tires on these cars now. And yes, I understand. We were under caution for, 3? But you don't think they're driving those cars hard at all? Sure. I think we got to keep our eye on the Joseph Ward. If he's able to, have those fresh tires, even Trey Jackson in the 6th position, number 31 car, 101. Kyle McCoy, 102. I think Kyle McCoy, even though he's sitting in 8th place, he might have a chance. Derek Offerman and Nate Lynch both 111 with their last pit stops. So they are all fresh tires, fueled up, ready to go, even if it is under a green-white checkered finish here.
Now this is now we're not even. Do they have 3 attempts at that green-white checker?
I wouldn't see why not, Tony, but I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want you to call me a liar whenever it goes to the green-white checkered.
For some reason, I think they may have more than one. I think we've only seen like 1 attempt at a green-white checker in the past, but let's hope that it just comes right down to the line anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, a photo finish. Now, if you were to bet money, if you were a betting man, Tony, who are you picking right now to win this race?
Well, we already saw that Kyle McCoy is back in 10th, and at the time, he had some of the freshest tires, and he just couldn't get around. I mean, sure, he can run away from these guys, but like you said, he's used to being in front of them, right? Okay, so now he has to deal with all the other guys that are running in the top 10 with him. So that being said, McCoy, Offerman, Lynch, just because they have the freshest tires, Trey Jackson, I don't know. I mean, look at, like you said before, look at the positioning of Joseph Ward. 101 was the last time he came in, lap 101. And so he's got close to the freshest tires out there. But to me, even more importantly, he's got track position and definitely fresher tires than the two guys in front of him. And so I would keep an eye on the 59 car.
All right, this is who I'm going with. I'm going with the 59, and then followed in the second position, Trey Jackson, followed by the third position, Kyle McCoy. I'm calling it all three. I'm going hat-trick, baby.
Lights are out on the pace car. Make our way down the backstretch here.
I'm so excited, Tony. We're bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper. We're about to go racing again.
Making their way through turns 3 and 4. Pace car getting ready to peel off.
Christmas Eve. Pace car's off.
Waiting for that green flag. Green flag's in the air. Here we go. Lap 115 on the restart. They're down and away. Glass got a pretty good start there. Look at Joseph Ward there, moving in, trying to get to that second spot. Christopher Wade is fighting him hard there. I think Ward's got the better tires. Brian Chu also coming up behind them as well. Oh, wow, is there 3 wide back there? Who is that? We saw some guys that looked like they were about 3 wide. Oh, no, who is that, Mike Lynch?
Talk me through your lap one time real quick.
Another caution. I thought I saw him get a little squirrely there. Everybody's still rolling here. Nate Lynch, nobody actually crashed. He's still rolling off him, and
if we could rule that replay back, that was caused by a 3 wide caution.
Let's go with Nate Lynch here and see what we saw from there. Okay, here we go. Or wait a minute, that's not the one we want to see. That's not the one. Let's go to this replay here with Patrick Hasty. That's where it is right there. Let's run that back a little bit, folks, so we can see that in slow motion here. That's what I thought I saw. So here, there's a couple of the Lynch brothers there. There's the 45, Justin Jones. Him and McCoy. Jones, the meat and the sandwich right there. They're going through, was that turn? Everybody looks like they're hanging in there right now.
What happened is the 9 car gets too low. He scrubs the tires off and got loose and got into the 45, I believe.
Now he's. I wonder if he overcorrected. Yeah, there they go. He's about to come together, and boom! There, whoa! He just did. Did he make contact, or did he just kind of get squirrely?
He made contact, which slowed him down, and a 67 was able to hit him in the rear
got
end.
into the 9 there. And Scott Black, he's going to get by. Poor Travis Iacovacci, and I tell you, the bad luck continues for the 67. Let's take it back live here. Patrick Hasty, he is going to pit. I'm probably going to use his faster pair. Oh, wait a minute. We're not live yet. Let's go back. There we go. Okay. So here, caution lap 118. Dylan Glass is still your leader. Boy, they just got to make it a green-white checker, don't they?
They are making it. They're definitely doing that, and I'm still holding strong with my hat trick. Joseph Ward. Then you got Trey Jackson going to be in second, and finishing top 3, Kyle McCoy. I'm calling it now, folks. Let's do this.
Let's see. We're lap Patrick Hasty right now as far as the guys on the lead lap. He's got the freshest tires.
Followed by the Lightning, Nate Lynch at 111 whenever he last pitted.
Where is Nate? There he is. Okay, in sixth
Nate
position.
Lynch is in 6th position. He gained 12 spots today, as well as Joseph Ward. I think Nate, if anything, Nate will be the upset in my hat trick.
That'll be something if he can make up 5 positions. Because we didn't see, as fast as McCoy was, we didn't see him getting anywhere too fast, even though he was right there in the top 10. He stayed right at 10th place position pretty much until that caution came out between Nate Lynch and, was it Offerman, was it?
Yep. Here's the thing, Tony, is you have to have a good restart. You are not looking at the guy in front of you. You're watching the leaders. At this point in time, whenever the leaders go, you go. Doesn't matter if you're 3rd or 4th on a stack, you have to go. And if you get into the guy in front of you, well, he should have been paying attention.
And that's funny because sometimes even a guy that's not that fast can have a good reflex as far as on a restart.
Pace car lights are still on, but I think they're about to go off on this next lap going around.
Yeah, we'll probably be going green the next time around. It will be lap 121, and well, that will put us at the green-white checker for sure. Dylan Glass leading the race, followed by Joseph Ward. Christopher Wade third. Brian Chu in the 4th position. Trey Jackson 5th. In 6th we have Nate Lynch, followed by Kyle McCoy. Justin Jones, well, he's been up in the top 5, top 10 all day long. And you see Derek Offerman there in 9th position. Brian Lynch 10th. And that's it. Patrick Hasty, and that's the just about, like I said, that's every car that's in the playoffs except for Mike Lynch, who's unfortunately down in the 16th position. He's only 1 lap down, but still, you know, I think he's a little far back to try to get a lucky dog. He wouldn't even have time, you know, being a green-white checker.
Well, if you're Mike Lynch, you have to play this super aggressive on a restart to hope that there's one more, you know, yellow flag that comes out. You are not hoping that this goes green at all because he has to get on that lead lap. This is super important for his points, unless if he's thinking about doing a top 5 next week, and I know he's thinking about it, but can he execute? Because next week is a bubble, and he's right on it.
And he is racing Roberts, Tucker, and Sidlow for position.
Yep, so he has a chance. Now, is it likely? Who knows? Hopefully his bubble isn't popped. We're bumper to bumper again, Tony. Pace car is off.
Here we go. Restart, lap 121. Glass drops the hammer. We're gone. He got a little bit of a gap there. They're bunched up behind him a little bit. There's the 53, Christopher Wade. Trey Jackson right on his tail. Bunched up even more behind him. Look, they're on the move. There's Nate Lynch, 5th. Kyle McCoy is right there.
Kyle McCoy says, beep, beep, get out of my way. I got a top 3 to get.
Meanwhile, Dylan Glass crosses the line. White flag is in the air. Ward is right there. A little bit fresher tires, but is that going to be enough to catch that 16 car? And they're still battling behind them, but they're spreading out. They're losing time here.
Kyle McCoy just shot the inside. Is he going to gain a few positions? With the 59 getting closer to the 16, can he overtake him?
Coming out of turn 4 down to the line. No, folks, it's not going to be enough. Dylan Glass, he's going to be your winner tonight here at Charlotte. Well, Ward had a chance, a little bit of a chance, but this time Dylan Glass, and I've seen him up at the front a lot in the past, and boy, I tell you, he had some bad luck there. Got a little congratulatory door slam from the 7.
You know, this is a perfect thing for Dylan Glass. He is in 4th position in the point standings for the chase. And now this is not what you wanted to see. I know Riley Davenport is probably tuning in right now thinking, oh my goodness, only if my computer was working, because now that's going to give Dylan Glass the lead over Ryan Davenport. And let's see, Offerman probably is going to go above Riley. So Riley's losing a lot of spots real quick here. Is he going to be able to, make it next week? Who knows? As we see Dylan Glass, the number 16 car, celebrate. Congratulations, man. What a race.
And we'll go ahead and get your top 3 up into the winner's circle channel here. Of course, we'll get we'll grab Dylan, put him up there, and Joseph Ward and Christopher Wade. Let's see. We'll grab him, put him up there. Is Chris Wade in? I don't see. Is he in here in the chat? I don't see him in the chat. May not be able to talk to Christopher.
I don't know. I'm going to message him right now to see if we can pull him up at
10-4. Well, while you're doing that, we're gonna if he gets in, you go ahead and bring him up, and we're gonna go have a talk here with down to Winner's Circle down with Dylan. Hey, Dylan, congratulations, man. Boy, I tell you were able to hold on for that victory, man.
Yeah, that was a wild finish right there.
That you had a pretty good pace all race long. It looks like you kind of needed a break to be able to do something against that 7 car, and I guess that was a well-timed caution, wasn't it? The first one, anyway.
Yeah, I needed a lot of help there. I had, Kyle, he spun out. He was way faster than me, and then at the end of that, one of the end runs there, Derek and Nate, where they got together, they were both a lot faster than me. So those 2 breaks, and I was able to hold off everybody else, so it worked out.
10-4, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Everybody watching, you guys up in the booth, and all the drivers. It was a fun race.
10-4, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Hey, Joseph, you got a copy?
Hey, man, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good, man. Congratulations on that second place finish.
Thanks, man. I definitely needed it. That was a fun race. That's definitely what playoff racing is all about. And definitely did not have a second place card tonight, but got lucky when I needed it. So
10-4, man, and because we were wondering, I was thinking that you might have a chance. Your tires were a little fresher.
Yeah,
and you didn't. You had to leave. I'm sure you left nothing on the table, though.
Yeah, Dylan had a heck of a launch. I tried to time it as best I could, and he was gone. I just couldn't do it. I just tried to make sure I didn't get anybody on the inside of me to take the inside line coming off that restart. So
I give you one more lap, and you would have probably overtaken him. You were definitely faster at the end. I went to Vegas on you, but you were able to gain 12 positions on everybody. So congrats on tonight.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I was really not liking that last caution. I think if we had about 6 laps to go, I think we would have had something for him. But yeah, that last one just messed it up. But second is good enough. So.
All right. Anybody want to give a shout out to it?
Yeah. Give a shout out to my girlfriend Michelle who's watching. So love you, babe. So thanks, guys.
10-4. Congratulations, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks.
Hey, Chris. Now, Chris's mic is muted. I wonder if he can hear us. Chris, you got a copy?
I catch, man.
Hey, man. I tell you, man. Well, I tell you, you managed to get up there. Congratulations on that third place finish.
I started third, finished third, so can't complain about that.
Absolutely. The car, it seemed like everybody was handling that track pretty good tonight, though. The car handled good all night for you?
Yeah, it was pretty good. During practice, practice run, I only get like 20 minutes because I get home a little late. It was a little rough.
Practicing on the right setup at first. What did you think about that?
The setup was right during practice. It's just when it went to qualifying, that's when it was switched over to Richmond.
Gotcha.
Oh man, yeah, I think that's the first time I've ever experienced that in a broadcast where something happened on the server and we actually had to take a commercial break while we switched things over. But hey, the show must go on, and you guys put on a great show out there, man. Congratulations again. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
My mom and dad and you guys for putting on such a great broadcast, and Nate for putting such a great league together, and everyone that helps Nate do this.
10-4, man. Well, we'll let you go celebrate, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you, man.
Okay, folks. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight. And as we wrap things up here, let's bring up the finishing order here. And Dylan Glass, your winner. Joseph Ward, second. Christopher Wade, third. Trey Jackson, fourth. Kyle McCoy's fifth. Brian Chu, sixth. Justin Jones, the seventh position. Derek Offerman, eighth. Patrick Hasty, ninth. Brian Lynch rounds out the top 10, followed by his brother Nate Lynch in 11th position. Scott Black, 12th. Adam Sidlow, 13th. Marty Roberts, 14th. 15th, we have Mike Lynch. And 16th, Lee Tucker. And 17th, Jerry Hedrick. Doug Hooper is 18th position. And let's move that down so we can get the rest of them. 19th, we have Travis Yakovacci, and rounding out the field was Nick Holland. Actually, Nick couldn't get started. Might have been some kind of computer issues or something. But as always, we thank you for joining us here at Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know each time we go live. And for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening. Okay.